later, and was regarded as one of the most important Irish poets since Yeats. He received the Nobel Prize in 1995. Seamus was born at a family farmhouse with a farmer father and grandfather. Seamus chose not to follow that family tradition. He would develop another field of writing. Digging is the first poem of his first collection, Death of a Naturalist. Seamus uses a serious tone which is full of reflections and images comparing crafting poetry to what his family's profession is, farming. He encourages people to consider that his skill with a pen is comparable to what his forefathers did with a spade. He expresses his realization that he can continue the love for writing with his skilled work, like the perseverance of a farmer working the land. His poetry so exquisitely presents that he did indeed locate that good turf. My dream is to become a vet one day in the future. Although, as the only child in my family, parents always expect me to take over their business after school. Of course, I would like to follow my own path and hopefully fulfill my dream. I guess that's why I chose this poem. It inspired me to create my own future. Now, Digging by Seamus Heaney. Between my finger and my thumb, the squat pan rests, snug as a gun. Under my window, a clean rasping sound when a spade sinks into gravelly ground. My father, digging, I look down till his raining rung among the flower beds. Bends low, comes up 20 years away, stooping in rhythm through potato drills where he was digging. The coarse spoon nestled on the lug. The shaft against the inside knee was levered firmly. He rooted out toe tubs, buried the bright edge deep, to scatter new potatoes that we picked, loving their cool hardness in our hands. By God, the old man could handle a spade, just like his old man. My grandfather cut more turf in a day than any other man on Tornersburg. Once, I carried him milk in a bottle corked sloppily with paper. He straightened up to drink it, then fell to right away, nicking and slicing neatly, heaving suds over his shoulder, going down and down for the good turf. Digging. The cold smell of potato mold, the squelch and slap of soggy peat. The curt cuts of an age through living roots awaken in my head. But I've no spade to follow men like them. Between my finger and my thumb, the squat pan rests. I'll dig with it. Thank you.
Questions?
You can ask questions
You
now.
can ask questions.
Okay.
We have 3 minutes for questions and answers.
Would you like to begin?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, so can you tell us more about this line, but I've no spade to follow me with them?
So it's like an acknowledgement for the author that he's able to wake up and to know he's not made of the same stuff as his forefathers. He decided to continue writing his poetry.
What's turf? What do you do with it?
Turf is a kind of dried thing, and it's used in the winter, during the winter time, and it can use to the fuel of the land so you can grow things on it.
I'd like to ask a question. If the poem finishes with, I'll dig with it, so we
Yes.
know that the author is also going to dig, but differently, as you explain. So what do you think the author is going to dig for?
I think he is going to develop and dig in the garden of writing
Yeah?
with his pen, of course.
Okay then. Okay. Matthew, any other questions?
I bet we hear this one a few more times, so
Yeah.
hold on.
Okay, well, I've got a couple of others then. In the third stanza, he bends low and comes up 20 years away.
Yes,
It's quite an abstract line. What do you think this line means?
I think that scenario that his father was digging just brought him back to 20 years ago, while his father was also digging.
Okay. Should I keep going? Do you have another
How
one?
much time do we?
We should
Oh,
keep
you
going
have
until the
3
3
minutes.
minutes. So we keep going until the bell. If you guys are still thinking, I have another one here. To scatter new potatoes, in stanza 4, to scatter the new potatoes that we picked, loving their cool hardness in our hands. What do you interpret this line as meaning?
I guess maybe when Seamus's father was digging the potatoes out, Seamus was standing maybe behind or beside him. So he picked up the potatoes that just dug out, and you feel the cold and hardness, and he loves it.
Okay.
So, in your interpretation, what is the tone of the poem?
I think it's a not very, just serious tone to talk about how he decided to not follow that family tradition.
Decide not to follow.
That family tradition.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's look at our second